Hi friends, Hallie here with Trail of Cars. I just wanted to pop on and get everybody a little bit of encouragement if you are thinking about homeschooling for next year. We all know the reasons why, but even if that's not why, if it's been on your heart for a while, I just wanted to share a couple things with you. The first being to not take this year so seriously. What we all did for homeschooling in the last 3 months were not homeschool. Even as typical homeschoolers, that's not what our life is like.
We go on field trips, we hang out with friends, we go to the park, we go to museums, we go to the zoo.
It's endless, the amount of places and the things that we get to do and the ways that we use the world around us to learn. And we couldn't do any of that either. If you enjoyed spending time with your kids, and if you even had the inkling, I would encourage you to still try it. Try it now that you can go places and you can explore and you can travel. It takes many homeschoolers months, sometimes even years, to really feel like they've gotten the swing of things. In fact, talking to many veteran homeschool moms, they'll tell you they still don't feel like they have it all together. So don't take the last 3 months, or if you decide to keep going, don't take the next 6 months to think, oh wow, this didn't work for me. Pick out those moments that do work and think, we could keep going with this. We could keep doing this and expound on those moments. Don't overwhelm yourself with curriculum. Don't overwhelm yourself with buying too many books. Use what you have. Use online resources. Talked about this in a couple other videos, but there's so many ways to homeschool for free or very little cost. In fact, if you're thinking about just homeschooling for a semester, don't even worry about that stuff. Go online, search free homeschool. I promise you'll be just fine. There are plenty of full curriculum free websites. I know people that have used those curriculums that have homeschooled their kids for many years. If you have little ones, kindergartners, first graders, preschoolers, that you're particularly worried about sending them to school, focus on reading to them, reading simple books, reading some chapter books like Magic Treehouse books, the Classic Start books. Sit down, cuddle up, read together. Play outside, nature hunts, scavenger hunts. Take them to the parks for play dates. Take them to the museums. They will soak up so much just by spending time with you and intentionally doing those things with you. Things like baking are great ways to teach your kids about fractions and adding and multiplying. In fact, my son, he actually owns a bakery. That's a story for another day. But on the days when we bake, sometimes I count that as his math lesson because he's certainly doing math. And as a kindergartner, he knows his fractions and multiplication facts just from his bakery. I would also encourage you to not be so hard on yourself. And I definitely don't consider myself a veteran homeschool mom, but other moms I've talked to who have graduated children always say, don't be too hard on yourself. If something's not working, you have the power to change it. Even if that means you see your kid about to have a meltdown, and let's face it, they all have meltdowns from time to time. We have meltdowns as adults. We just know how to say, I'm out. Whatever they need to do to give themselves a mental break, you're in control of that. If it takes you 3 days to do one language arts lesson, so be it. That's the way it needed to be. And that's one of the most beautiful things about homeschooling to me. You set your own pace. You go at your child's pace. And even your pace. I would say it's probably not a great habit to get into to say, we need a day off today. 3 days later, I need a day off. Obviously, that's not a great system. There are seasons where we all need a prolonged break. That's why we have summer breaks, and that's why we have Christmas breaks, and those are needed, much needed. I know many families that take Fridays off. They just don't do school on Fridays. Some of them reserve them for field trips. In fact, I know many homeschoolers that operate that way. But again, you get to choose. It's like a choose your own adventure novel. Choose your own homeschool. Homeschool the way you wish. Teach your children the way you want to teach them. And as corny as I'm making that sound, that's the way it is, y'all. Totally up to you. One of the things I've learned from all of my moms and our amazing co-op, I know you all wish you had my co-op. I talk about it so fondly. I also miss them very much. We all have different gifts. We're all going to teach our children very differently. Some of us are really creative. Some of us are really good at math. Some of us are really good at English. Some of us are laid back. Some of us are unschoolers. And our children are all best friends. Our children are all thriving. Our children are all learning about their world. And at the end of the day, I think that's every parent's goal, is for their child to learn about the world, for their child to learn how to adapt, how to grow, and how to be a citizen of our world. Whether it's good or bad, there's a lot for them to learn. And you can absolutely teach them every single bit of it. All right, friends, that's all for today. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.